at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue landed.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that. That much for free. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Set! Blue landed! Blue landed! Hot!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On comes Caleb Sturgis. Remember, he played for the Eagles for 3 years. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Black 58, rail! Black 58!
Now a handoff looking right. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3 down, 3 down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
Mahomes now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 63 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Gun!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Detroit!
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they? Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown. I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go. Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times? That, among other things. Maybe some words we can't share here. Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG. FCC violation. No doubt. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football. Again, you're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey. Got three down. Left.
They run with Ajayi. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. From the gun on third down, Mahomes being chased out left. And that is incomplete. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good. They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to.
but somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked out by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's a Giant. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And that's inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. And Sturgis able to knock it through. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! Ace! Left, 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 left!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Left, 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 left! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Left, 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 left! Left, 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 left!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This is Ajayi. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And the throw here, that's complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there, 91 yards, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Ace! Ace! You got 4. You got 4.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Black 58 rail! Black 58!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with a clock. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out now come the Eagles.
Left, 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 left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 85 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Let's get it. Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Left, 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 left.
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. No.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it with Ajayi. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter, the Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's another